How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and I use this ball player glitch to create 99 overall Pablo Sanchez from Backyard Baseball, so let's go ahead and get right into it. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how to create a maxed out created player with similar attributes. The only thing that's not maxed out on this specific player item would be the bunting and drag bunting attributes. Okay, so you can use a variety of different perks, a variety of different builds with this method to create a bunch of different creative players. Okay, so with that said, this is what the card actually looks like in the game. I used the show zone in order to create the Pablo Sanchez fictional card art, and obviously we don't have that card art within Diamond Dynasty. We also have this card listed as a 65 overall, but it is in fact a 99 overall player. So what you're going to do, there are a lot of steps that are involved with this method. The first step is to go into the vault. Okay, you need to go into the create tab, go into the vault, hit the square button, so that way you can search Road to the Show, or RTTS. Okay, a friend of mine told me to do this, and there are a lot of rosters here. Road to the Show, all zeros, choose Rockies. Okay, so with that being said, we are looking for a specific one here. Alex to MVP. All right, this person was recommended to me, or at least this downloadable roster was recommended to me by a friend of mine, college roommate's friend as well. Okay, so with that said, we're looking for this one right here, Alex MVP 2. Okay, I know that this roster is safe. We are going to download this one right now and then fire up a brand new Road to the Show. Okay, once you set up this ball player, obviously it won't say 97 overall. It will start you off at like a 50, maybe even below that. Okay, you are also going to want to equip the sparkplug starting perk. Okay, this is your loadout called the sparkplug. You have to grind this loadout and develop it to earn the silver loadout, which is called the slugging sparkplug. Okay, so with that said, the first thing it's going to ask you when you get into a Road to the Show is which team you want to play for. You want to say, I know which team, right? The bottom option that's listed there, I know which team I want to play for. Then it's going to ask you specific divisions. You're going to want to choose the right answers in order to pick the Colorado Rockies, okay? You're going to select, a division rival within the NL West if it asks you the Padres. You need to be on the Rockies for this method to work because all of the Rockies players are 99 overall, and then all of the other players on the other teams are going to have 0 overall attributes. All right, so what you're going to do is get into the Road to the Show games. It is going to start you off as a two-way ball player. You have to then select, when it gives you the opportunity, that you only want to play a position, okay? And it is coming up here in the next clip. We are simulating through some of these Road to the Show games. We are also accumulating some points towards those archetype packs, which are necessary, as well as trying to build those base attributes all the way to the maximum level. Okay, so as you can see, I selected that I would rather focus on playing a position. Here we get some boosts towards some of those attributes, and I am working on grinding through this bronze spark plug tier. Okay, now that I have completed it, I have earned this archetype pack. I'm going to go into Diamond Dynasty, navigate through the menus, and there you will find your packs. You'll open up the archetype pack, and then you will earn all of the silver tier perks, okay, or the loadouts. We are going to activate the slugging spark plug quirk, okay, or this build right here, slugging spark plug, and we are going to grind this loadout all the way through, just as we did the bronze loadout. Okay, once you do that, you will also earn some gold archetype packs. These gold archetype packs are the Toolshed and the Hawk. The Hawk is the build that I have chosen for Pablo Sanchez. The reason for that is because I feel that it is a 5-tool player build with the primary position at shortstop, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Notice how my position has just changed from left field to shortstop, from going from that silver loadout to the gold loadout. Well, once you simulate a bunch of games, right, this takes a lot of time. It is tedious, but once you level up these player programs from this bronze tier all the way to the silver tier, to the gold hawk tier, and then finally to the diamond hawk tier. Okay, you will have a pretty solid build to begin with. And then once you apply these equipment items and these additional perks that are not only given to you throughout the program, but also available on the marketplace, that other people are doing this in order to make a lot of stubs. Okay, with that said, we have the build that I am looking for. Okay, I'm going to take you through exactly which items I have for my equipment. But I think this method is definitely worth it, especially if you want to try and create a player that we do not have in the game. We have a lot of animations that are readily available, and you can pretty much select who you want to use. Right now, I'm using Anthony Santander's swing on my creative player. I like to use a traditional switch hitter. That's one thing I also wanted to mention. But after you grind all the way through each tier, the bronze, the silver, the gold, and then up to the diamond, you will still want to continue simulating in order to maximize these individual attributes that cap out at 50. Then once the equipment boosts are applied, your player will be at that 99 overall tier within Diamond Dynasty. Another thing to keep in mind is once you've maxed out that Hawk loadout, you will be able to earn these training situations, and if you actually complete the different training mini games that go along with it, you'll be able to develop your player a little bit faster than just simulating them. Now, you can't play all of these training situations, but you can play a few of them. So what we're going to talk about next is the entire build with all of the equipment and the entire loadout in terms of perks. Okay, so we have the Hawk Diamond loadout, we have Speed 7, we have Power 6, we have Fielding 6, and we have Power 1. Okay, these specific perks are what creates those bonuses alongside the equipment after the base attributes are already applied. Okay, so we have a couple different equipment items. I'm not going to talk about every single one of them because a lot of these are free throughout the Jackie Robinson Conquest map. And I have also purchased a few additional equipment items off of the community marketplace. Usually the ones that are the most expensive are usually the best ones to use for your creative player, depending on the build, right? For me specifically, I think these equipment items are the best for this build. I've seen a couple other people talk about some different perks, some different equipment items that would alter the attributes a little bit, but I like the way this player is built, and I think that this card is going to play extremely well. All right, I'm going to use this card at shortstop. I love Pablo Sanchez. I'm a huge Pablo Sanchez fan. And once again, these are the attributes that we have on Pablo Sanchez once we actually get into a game. Okay, you have to remember to activate your loadout each and every time. You have to remember to use the correct loadout so that way you can use that player in the primary position. I've heard that the secondary positions are somewhat bugged. As you go through this entire program, you will see, if you're going back and forth from Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty, you will see at times your creative player is playing out of position. Once you have the Diamond Hawk loadout complete, he will of course be in his primary position at shortstop with those attributes. Thank you all for watching. I'm College Lefty, and that's how I used this ball player glitch in order to unlock Pablo Sanchez. Peace out.